Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the Obelisk Lounge. My name is Justice, and I am here to obviously read on Casey Anthony. This reading is long overdue. I had so many questions after watching her documentary back in November, December, and so I'm just going to ask the questions that I had. If you all have any additional questions about this, about her situation, put them below in the comments, and then if I end up getting enough questions, maybe I'll go live and talk about it, and or I might just do a pre-recorded video like I'm doing now to answer those questions. And so first off, I actually want to do a personality analysis on Casey, and then low key, I'm probably gonna go ahead and do one on her father too. I haven't watched a documentary since it came out in November, December. So yeah, I'm kind of just gonna wing this reading. I don't have any specific. Well, the only specific questions that I actually have are basically who killed her baby. Like, that's literally what I want to know. But like I said, starting off, I'm going to go ahead and just start with her personality analysis. Oh, I also want to know the relationship between her and her legal team, because I remember when I first watched it, her little documentary that came out on Peacock a couple months ago, the relationship between her and her legal team is very weird. I find it odd that they were so, they got so personal or helpful to her outside of everything, gave her a home, gave her a job and different things. So I just want to see behind the scenes, what is that relationship like. So yeah, and if y'all hear some snoring in the background, that's just my little chihuahua. He snores. But anywho, let's go ahead and get into the personality analysis. Her personality and character analysis. Casey Anthony's. Assist me in this reading and tell me about, give me a personality report, a personality and character report on Casey Anthony, the young woman who was accused, I don't know, 12 years ago, I can't remember, killing her baby. Personality and character analysis. 3, 2, oh, 1. Let's see. So, slave, interesting. Father, a slave to her father. So I guess she was telling the truth about that. Child divine. Rebel. Detective. Scribe. I'm being called to pull this one, and then the bottom. Visionary. Okay. All right, so personality analysis. So the slave card and the father card came out. So I remember back in the documentary, the relationship between her and her father being questionable. She accused him of sexually abusing her. And so with that, I see that actually being true, because with the slave and the father card coming out like that together, especially back to back to back, there is some truth about an innocence of hers being stolen. And so at a very young age, this is kind of what distorted her her emotional intelligence, her personality. She has a very distorted energy about herself. And so whatever, she stated in the documentary that happened during her childhood, that in fact did happen, because that really shaped who it is that we, that she is today, and who she was around the time, her baby, was mysteriously killed. her father does run her. Like so for me, when I watched the documentary, it seemed like she was like not telling the whole truth when it came to certain things. But what has come out in the cards is she actually was telling the truth about those things in relation to her father. I'm also picking up. It didn't fall out down here on her personality and character report, but her mom was aware of what was going on. Her mom was aware. She was not oblivious to the tumultuous relationship between Casey and her father. Dang, that's so sad. Goodness of peace. Yeah, her that childhood thing, I have to be careful with my word choice, and I want to be careful and respectful with my word choice, but what her father did to her, it actually did mold and shape her to who it is that she became. Like this weird, odd person that we see that we can't fully trust because, they lie or manipulate and different things like that. Yeah, like her father really did that to her, and then her mom not being there for her, it did cause her to rebel. I'm seeing that she really was a troubled teen, and then she's also was just kind of just troubled in her young adult years anyway. But she's also very smart and very calculating with my detective and my scribe card coming out. She's not stupid by no means. She knows what it is. She's aware of the perception that it is that she has on people. And that is not by happen chance. So the way that she is kind of a confusing character, and she may be a little bit difficult to read, and she comes off as somebody who is a liar and who is manipulative. She's very aware of that, and she's actually doing it purposefully. It's not by happenstance. It's not just because she is a terrible liar, or she doesn't perceive herself to be a terrible liar. I mean, she looks like one to us, to the audience, but she doesn't perceive herself to be that because she's very aware of the things that she says. She's very careful about what it is that she says and how she says it. I am seeing also with this Hermit card that came out after her daughter passed away, she did really focus intently on herself. With the Hermit card, I'm also not seeing that she actually wanted to be a mother. She didn't want to be a parent. And it's not down here for you guys to see, but what I'm seeing with my spiritual vision and just picking up like with my clairsentience and things is that she that's not the word I'm looking for. Not embarrassed. What is the word? Like, what is this feeling that I'm picking up on? Not embarrassed, but she felt stifled when she became a parent or when she became pregnant. She felt stifled. I feel like she wanted to be a screenwriter, or she wanted to do some type of writing, maybe writing music, or screenwriting. Yeah, the writing that she did was more so long form, so not even music, but I feel like she maybe wanted to do like screenwriting or writing or write plays, poetry, books, stories. She really is a storyteller. I feel like that's something that it is that she wanted to do, and that's kind of how she cultivated her personality, her character, who she sees. It's like when she made, because it's been so long since I watched a documentary, but she was making up different lies about where she worked and like the maid and different things like that. And so she legit created these things in her head, and she believes them to be true. Even if they look weird, even if they look fishy and questionable, she actually believes it to be true. Like she don't it's like she knows what it is that she's doing, but at the same time she feels as though it's okay. You know, like she's not being truthful and honest when it comes to herself. And when it comes to just, you know, the information at hand. She's very calculating and very manipulative. And it's funny because I'm not picking up on anything about her that is remorseful. So, yeah, I'm not picking up on remorse. I'm picking up on, like, you know, like her anxiety. Like she's filled with a lot of I don't even have a word for what it is that I'm feeling. Honestly, it's like the best way for me to describe it is she's just she's filled with like a lot of anxiety. And she maps things out and she plans things out, but she struggles with executing them properly. But when it comes to feelings of like sadness and sorrow or remorse or even guilt, I'm not picking up on any of those things. She has a very coldness about herself, and that coldness is a result of what happened during her childhood, specifically with her father. That relationship, that inappropriate relationship, that predatory behavior, you know, that he exemplified kind of made her cold. Because I'm picking up that when she was a child, she was very sweet, very kind, very playful, still a little mischievous as a child, but she wasn't like this cold person, you know, that we kind of see today and what's coming out in the cards. Like she wasn't always like that. Let me see. If I go silent, like in between time, it's just me sifting through the information that I'm picking up on aside from the cards. Let's see, personality, character analysis. Yeah, that's it for her personality and character analysis. Very cold energy, very distorted energy. She really does not know who she is. Yeah, I forgot the visionary that yeah, she don't know who she is. Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, she struggles with that. She reminds me of somebody who may like people who have DID, dissociative identity disorder. Like she kind of puts me in the mind of somebody like that. Like she may have like different, well, I'm not gonna say that because that's not my place to say as somebody who's not like a psychiatrist or anybody that diagnoses those disorders or a diagnostician. But she comes off as that though. Like she has this very cold person that we see, but then she also has like this missing lost child energy within her as well. And that part is behind closed doors. And remember at the beginning of the reading when I told you guys that she has a weird relationship with her legal team, or I find that relationship with her legal team to be weird? That's what it is. That little lost, abandoned child energy that she has, she shows that side to her legal team, but she doesn't show that side to the public. And so that is why, well, I just answered my own question without even pulling the cards. That's why they have coddled her, and why they have like that weird relationship. So let's see. Let me see what comes out deeper between her and her legal team. So let's see. Elevated ancestors. Why? What is the relationship between Casey Anthony and her legal team? relationship between Casey Anthony and her legal team. Yeah, let me shuffle one more time. I feel like I need to shuffle one more time. Yeah, they feel sorry for her. 4 of spades. Oh, 6 of spades. 10 of clubs. Yeah, because of her tumultuous upbringing in childhood, they almost feel responsible for her. They genuinely actually did feel so. Even though like the relationships, at least it felt weird to me when I was watching the documentary, especially since this girl, I still don't know yet. More than likely, has something to do with the murder of her daughter, and she delayed reporting it. But like going back to like that DID, thing that I'm picking up on, like that what is it called? Like altars, like when they have like different altars, like she has like an alternate personality that she showed with her legal team. And so that is why they coddle her and wanted to like kind of protect her a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a whole lot, with the 4 of spades, the 6 of spades, and then the 10 of clubs here. So okay, what are they protecting her from? What are they protecting her from? What is her legal team protecting her from? Like they're protecting her from something. Obviously, I mean, like, going to jail, but going to prison, but it's something deeper than that I'm picking up on. What are they protecting her from? 3 of clubs, 6 of hearts. The past. There was a lot of stuff that I don't know. I don't know how old I was when that trial was going on, so I didn't watch it. But or I don't remember like much of it. I just remember being like, dang, this girl done killed her child, But with 3 of clubs, the 6 of hearts, and the 6 of clubs, they are protecting her. They felt responsible, or not responsible, but they wanted to take her underneath their wing so that, I'm just gonna say it like how I'm picking up on it. They felt responsible for drudging up some of the childhood trauma and things like that she suffered from. Because I don't know if that was the angle that they took or not during her trial, like talking about her, the sexual abuse that she allegedly, well, not allegedly, because it came out in the cards, like he did that. Like he did that. Yeah, they just felt responsible for bringing a lot of that stuff up because I feel like she was having like a lot of different breakdowns with them behind the scenes, and they were very concerned about her mental health and what it is that she would probably do to herself, like self-destruction. They felt responsible for bringing some of that up and having it so tough at like the forefront of her trial. Or even in relation to this documentary. And so they felt like they needed to protect her emotionally and provide for her so that she could get back on her feet. And so that she just would not self-destruct, honestly. I do feel like that there is also some deception going on with her legal team as well. Yeah, 7 of clubs, 10 of spades, and the 8 of spades. They aren't being totally honest about certain things in relation to that. And I'm gonna get into that in a little bit and see like if she, let me see what I'm picking up on aside from the cards. So her legal team, they know that she was heavily involved in her daughter's murder. They also know that she, let me see, did she do it? Did she kill them? Did she kill her baby? Did she? Let me see. Show me with my spiritual vision. They don't want to admit it. Of course, they can't admit it because they're her legal team. But but she did. Like, she did kill her baby. She did. This is what I'm seeing with my spiritual vision. Her baby was having a really bad day. You know, she was throwing a tantrum. She wasn't calming down or anything like that. And so she did they mention something about a pillow in the documentary? I can't remember, y'all. I haven't watched it in a few months, but put it in the comments below if they mentioned something about a pillow, because I am kind of seeing like the baby girl like suffocate, you know? Yeah, like a pillow over her face. I am seeing that is in fact what happened, because I'm seeing Casey being very enraged. Like, very enraged and just very exhausted and tired. Because the baby was not, I can't remember the baby's name, y'all. Kaylee? Was it Kaylee, I think, or something like that? Forgive me. Yeah, but she was having a really hard time calming down. She was throwing a tantrum. And Casey did in fact cover. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she did that. She did that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she did that. Oh my goodness. She did. She did. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she did. And what I'm seeing is the dad actually walking in on it. Like, he walked in. Yeah, he walked in on this happening. Or like, he walked in the house while it was happening. But I'm seeing like while it's happening, like he's coming into the house, or like he went into the room. But I feel like, okay, let me gather it and get it together so I can say it in one. Give me just one moment, y'all. Because this is a lot. Oh my gosh, like that's crazy. He walked in the room because he hears, you know, the commotion coming from like the hallway. I'm not picking up that the mom was at home. I'm not picking up that it's literally just those three people. It's Casey, her dad, and the baby, Casey's daughter. He walked in the bedroom and I see him asking like what the hell are you doing? You know, like he asked her like, what the hell are you doing? And I see Casey kind of like pull back and is like saying like, I'm sorry. You know, she just, you know, I couldn't get her to calm down. So I was just, you know, trying to like, you know, get her to calm down so she can just go to sleep. And her dad is like enraged, like he's cursing, you know, at her, like, you know, rightfully so. It's like, girl, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Is what I hear the dad saying. And so, they tried to get her to wake up. And so that's when, I think they tried to put her in the shower or something like that first. And then like maybe take her to the pool. I think that's what they said in the documentary about the pool. So yeah, but Casey said she came outside and this happened. Like, and that's not the case. I see that she had already suffocated her baby with this pillow, and she would kind of went into like a state of just shock and like surprise. And I'm seeing the dad, you know, trying to wake the baby up with first putting her in the shower, and then, you know, he's like, oh, okay, no, let's go to the tub. I mean, not the tub, but the pool, trying to like get some cold water on her and like wake her up. But the baby, of course, you know, she didn't wake up. She didn't wake up. And so from there, you know, I see him like going ahead and wrapping her up. I don't know. I don't know if this was mentioned or not, but what I'm seeing is like he needs time to like kind of do this. So he gets like some ice and puts her on ice. Like, I don't know if they had a deep freezer or something like that, but I'm seeing like some ice and him like trying to preserve her on ice until he goes to like gather like all of these different materials and different things like that to actually go ahead and bury her. I should have did like a trigger warning. Maybe I'll just put that in the thumbnail. I mean, but obviously, I mean, if y'all are clicking on this video, then I mean, like, do you really need a trigger warning? Because this is really sad. Let me come up out of this energy so I can collect myself. I don't even know what else I was actually gonna read on, because that was gonna come later, but it came up now. It came up, yeah. So she did it, y'all. Like, she did it, and her dad helped her to cover it up. Yeah. So I believe in the documentary, she said that her dad did it. Oh, like she was blaming him. I think I remember totally, like she was putting it on him totally and completely, but no, it's the other way around. And her legal team is they suspect it. They feel like they can't. It was some evidence and stuff that they found that they left out. Somebody left out some evidence, and I believe it probably was like a deep freezer, like some ice or something. I can't, but yeah, it was something about how her body was preserved before the dad buried her. Yeah, that the legal team like intentionally left out, like they intentionally like left out some things. I mean, and I guess, you know, since they're defending her, that would make sense, but that also seems illegal. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a spiritualist. That's my thing. They know she did it though. Yeah, Queen of Spades. Look how the Queen of Spades covering up her eyes. Y'all see that? Yeah, they know she did it. But they just feel bad for her because of what happened in her childhood. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what else to ask after this, especially after seeing the whole visual. I'm just going to go ahead and just end it right here. Thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all have any other questions, just put them down below, and maybe I will do a part 2, a follow-up to this. This is very sad. I was not expecting to I don't know what I was expecting, how I would react, but let me just go collect myself, and I will see y'all later. Go ahead and like, subscribe, all of that, you know, things, all of those things, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.